Story time, story time, story time again. Story time, story time, story time again.
Welcome to San Bruno Library Presents Once Upon a Time, our television story time. I'm so glad that you're joining us today. My name is Barbara, and I'm going to share some rhymes and songs. And these are all books that you can find at the San Bruno Library. The first book I'm going to read is The Runaway Tortilla. Today we're going to be reading stories about going on a trip. So let's find out what happens with the Runaway Tortilla. This is by Eric Kimmel, illustrated by Randy Cecil. Okay, so let's see what happens. Once upon a time, in Texas, down by the Rio Grande, there lived a couple known to all as Tia Lupe and Tio Jose. Tia Lupe and Tio Jose owned a taqueria called El Papagayo Feliz, the Happy Parrot. Cowboys came from near and far to eat there. Everyone said that Tia Lupe and Tio Jose made the best enchiladas, burritos, tacos, and fajitas in all of Texas. The secret was the tortillas. Tia Lupe made each one by hand. They were as light as a cloud and as soft as the fuzz on a baby's cheek. Tia Lupe, the cowboys warned, you better not make these tortillas any lighter. Someday they'll up and run away. Don't worry, that will never happen, laughed Tio Jose. No sooner had he spoken when a tortilla jumped up and cried, "Oh, yes, it will. I'm too beautiful to eat." "I'm sorry, tortilla," said Tia Lupe. "All tortillas are made to be eaten. That is what they are for." "You'll have to catch me first," the tortilla exclaimed. She leaped from the griddle and rolled out the door before anyone could catch her. Tia Lupe and Tio Jose chased after the tortilla, running as fast as they could. As she rolled, she sang, "Run as fast can be. You won't get a bite of me. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll be far ahead of you." "Little tortilla, come back. We promised not to eat you." "Bad old man, greedy old woman, I know what you want, but you won't get it," the tortilla yelled, rolling faster and faster. Through the streets and out of town rolled the tortilla. She rolled into the desert where nothing grows but mesquite and cactus. All along the way, she passed 2 horned toads basking on a rock. "Come bask with us, Señorita Tortilla," the horned toad said. "Lazy lizards, catch me if you can," the tortilla laughed. "Run as fast can be. You won't get a bite of me. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll be far ahead of you." Away she rolled with 2 horned toads scampering and Tia Lupe and Tio Jose running after her as fast as they could go. Down the hill and past the cup bank rolled the tortilla. She passed 3 donkeys braying, "Ee-ah, ee-ah, come bray with us, Señorita Tortilla." "Silly jackasses, catch me if you can," the tortilla yelled. "Run as fast can be. You won't get a bite of me. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll be far ahead of you." And away she rolled with 3 donkeys trotting, 2 horned toads scampering, and Tia Lupe and Tio Jose running after her as fast as they could go. Across the highway and over the bridge rolled the tortilla. She passed 4 jackrabbits leaping over a mesquite bush. "Come leap with us, Señorita Tortilla," said the jackrabbits. "Foolish bunnies, catch me if you can." "Run as fast can be. You won't get a bite of me. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll be far ahead of you." And away she rolled with 4 jackrabbits leaping, 3 donkeys trotting, 2 horned toads scampering, and Tia Lupe and Tio Jose running after her as fast as they could go. Around a wrecked car and through an old tire rolled the tortilla. She passed 5 rattlesnakes shaking their rattles. Come make music with us, Señorita Tortilla, the rattlesnakes hissed. Rowdy rattlers, catch me if you can, the tortilla yelled. Run as fast can be. You won't get a bite of me. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll be far ahead of you. And away she rolled with 5 rattlesnakes slithering, 4 jackrabbits leaping, 3 donkeys trotting, 2 horned toads scampering, and Tia Lupe and Tio Jose running after her as fast as they could go. Out and in and out of a box canyon rolled the tortilla. She passed 6 bold buckaroos loping along on their pinto ponies. Come ride with us, Señorita Tortilla, the buckaroos cried. Crazy cowboys, catch me if you can, the tortilla yelled. Run as fast can be. You won't get a bite of me. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll be far ahead of you. And away she rolled with 6 buckaroos galloping, 5 rattlesnakes slithering, 4 jackrabbits leaping, 3 donkeys trotting, 2 horned toads scampering, and Tia Lupe and Tio Jose running after her as fast as they could go. Up and down, over and under, back and forth along winding desert trails the tortilla rolled. One by one, she left everyone behind. The 6 buckaroos, the 5 rattlesnakes, the 4 jackrabbits, the 3 donkeys, and the 2 horned toads. Even Tia Lupe and Tio Jose turned around and went home. I'll make another tortilla, Tia Lupe said. Cover the griddle so it doesn't get away this time, Tio Jose suggested. But the tortilla didn't care. She rolled along faster and faster even though no one was chasing her. Nobody can catch me, she crowed. I'm as fast can be. No one is as fast as me. Suddenly she stopped. Up ahead at the edge of an arroyo she saw Señor Coyote. He sat on the sand with his mouth open. Help me, Señorita Tortilla, he moaned. What is the matter? The tortilla asked. Señor Coyote answered, I am standing here by the arroyo with my mouth open when a grasshopper jumped in. He is caught in my throat. I cough and cough, but I cannot get him out. Will you help me, Tortilla? Will you go down into my throat and pull out that wicked grasshopper? Not I. How stupid do you think I am? The tortilla answered. I don't trust coyotes. I don't trust anyone. Señor Coyote opened his mouth wider. You don't have to be afraid of me, little tortilla. I can't hurt you. I'm not even hungry. Will you help me, please? What will you give me if I do? The tortilla said. Oh, Señorita Tortilla, Señor Coyote whispered. I know where a great treasure is buried. I will take you there and share it with you if you pull this grasshopper from my throat. Show me the treasure, the tortilla said. Take out the grasshopper, Señor Coyote replied. The tortilla rolled into Señor Coyote's mouth. She looked around. Where is this grasshopper? I don't see him. Go deeper. The tortilla rolled past Señor Coyote's tongue. I still don't see him. Go deeper. The tortilla rolled past Señor Coyote's tonsils. She looked down his throat. There is no grasshopper here, and I must also say, Señor Coyote, that you have very bad breath. And I think you are telling lies, Señor Coyote. Señor Coyote confessed. Have pity on me. I am so hungry. I hope that if I waited long enough with my mouth open, something tasty might roll in. And I was right. Snap! That was the end of the tortilla, and that is the end of this story. As for the treasure, it's still waiting for someone to find it. So all that's left is the song. Run as fast can be. You won't get a bite of me. Doesn't matter what you do, I'll be far ahead of you. And that is our story, The Runaway Tortilla. Okay. So let's clap our hands together as fast as we can and as slow as we can. And then we're going to roll them, all right? Clap, clap, clap your hands as slowly as you can. Clap, clap, clap your hands as quickly as you can. Roll, roll, roll your hands as slowly as you can. Roll, roll, roll your hands as quickly as you can, just like the tortilla. Okay, we are going to take a little break right now, and when I come back, I have more stories about going on a trip. See you in a few minutes.
Bundle and save. Now you can get digital phone along with high-speed internet and cable TV from San Bruno Cable. Get all three and save a bundle. Call today.
I'm Smith.
And I'm Jones.
And we're conducting an experiment to see if people like trash in their homes.
Yeah? Hello, sir. Please step back.
What do you... Wait, hold on a second. Whoa! What? Who are you guys?
Aha! Judging from your reaction, it looks like you don't like trash in your home.
No, of course not, but...
Sir, this is yours. We saw you dump it out of your car on the freeway.
Oh, see, I was
Is California your home, sir?
Obviously.
And you don't like trash in your home.
No, of course
Then why
not.
would you trash California?
Don't trash California.
San Bruno Cable is now offering digital phone service. That's right, phone service through your cable. For one low rate, you can make calls throughout the U.S. and Canada and to key international locations, along with loads of comprehensive features like call waiting, caller ID, and voicemail for an unbeatable price. And you can even keep your old phone number. Save even more when you bundle services with TV and internet. So sign up today with San Bruno Cable, your local cable company serving the community since 1971.
Stop, look, and wave. It's not just for making friends, it's for saving lives. Brought to you by the San Bruno Bicycle and Pedestrian Safety Committee and San Bruno Cable TV.
All cyclists, adults and children, should follow standard safety precautions. One of the first and best rules to remember is
always wear a helmet!
Never wear a hat under your bike helmet. The helmet should be worn level and cover your forehead. The straps should always be fastened. A head injury means a brain injury. If your helmet doesn't have a Consumer Product Safety Commission sticker, get one that does. You can even personalize it with some of your favorite stickers.
Bundle and save. Now you can get digital phone along with high-speed internet and cable TV from San Bruno Cable. Get all three and save a bundle. Call today.
I hope you're ready for some more stories. I have another traveling story for you. And this one is just called Bob. And the words and the pictures are by Tracy Campbell Pearson. And as you can see, Bob is a rooster. Let's find out what sends Bob on a trip. Here's where he lives, in the farmyard. Bob, a rooster, lived with a bunch of chickens. The chickens clucked all day long, and so did Bob. Cluck, cluck, cluck. One day, Henrietta told him the truth. Bob, she said, you are not a chicken. You are a rooster. You need to stop clucking and learn how to crow so that you can wake up the girls every morning. That's what roosters do. Will you teach me? Asked Bob. No, said Henrietta. I am a cat. Cats don't crow. I can only teach you how to meow. So Bob learned how to meow. Then he went off in search of a rooster. Meow, meow. Bob walked and walked until he met a dog. He learned how to woof and wag, but a dog is not a rooster. So Bob continued down the road. Meow, meow, woof, wag. Bob walked and walked until he found a pond full of frogs. He learned how to ribbit and hop. But a frog is not a rooster, so Bob continued down the road. Meow, meow, woof, wag, ribbit, ribbit, hop, hop. Bob walked and walked until he came to a field of cows, but he learned how to moo and tried to chew his cud, except he didn't have one. Bob decided to eat bugs instead. But a cow is not a rooster, so Bob continued down the road with a belly full of bugs. Meow, meow, woof, wag, ribbit, ribbit, hop, hop, moo. Yum, yum bugs. He walked right out of the day and into the night, searching for a rooster to teach him how to crow. Walking through the darkness, Bob got scared. He was sure he was being followed. Bob got quiet. Then a stranger called out, "Hoo, hoo, hoo." Not wanting to be rude, Bob whispered, "Bob, Bob, Bob." Again the stranger asked, "Hoo, hoo, hoo." And again Bob whispered, "Bob, Bob, Bob." And so it went all night long, over and over again, until the first morning light, when Bob heard cock-a-doodle-doo. There in the middle of the road was a bird who looked a lot like Bob. His name was Fred, and he taught Bob how to crow. It was dark by the time Bob walked all the way home. He settled in for the night, being careful not to wake the girls or Henrietta. Bob was too excited to sleep, so he was wide awake when the fox came. He let out a big cock-a-doodle-doo. It didn't scare the fox. Then Bob called out aloud, "Meow, meow, meow, woof, 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 ribbit, 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 moo, yum, yum, fox." The fox, terrified and amazed by all the animals in the coop, especially the one that sounded hungry for fox, ran home, never to return. And from then on, every morning Bob woke the girls and Henrietta up with a cock-a-doodle-doo. Or, if he felt like it, a meow, woof, ribbit, moo, yum, yum, bugs. And that's the story of Bob and the trip that he took. Now, I have another story of a trip. This is called Moo Cow Kaboom, and this time it's the cow that goes on the trip. This is by Thatcher Hurd, the words and the pictures both. Let's see what kind of trip our friend takes. It happened one night while Farmer George and the pigs and the chickens were sound asleep. Kaboom! Quack! What's that? The pigs fell over. The chickens jumped 10 feet. A rocket trail blazed across the sky. Farmer George ran outside in his nightshirt. Where's my moo cow? Where's she got to now? Where his moo cow should have been, there was just a patch of burned grass. Farmer George called the sheriff. The sheriff arrived with his hounds. Where's my moo cow? Said Farmer George. Beats me, said the sheriff. The hounds just howled at the moon. Woe is me, said Farmer George. Meanwhile, goodbye, moon. Whoopie-tie-yi-yo, get along, little Zorkies. Moo Cow was far away, kidnapped by a space cowboy named Zork. At 1,000,000,000 miles an hour, they zoomed past Mars and Pluto, over the Big Dipper, and straight through the Milky Way. The flying saucer landed on Zork's farm in a galaxy far, far away. The Zigs on Zork's farm fell over when they saw the strange earthling creature. The Zickens jumped 10 feet. Wild beast, earthling, moo cow, welcome to planet Z46. Follow me. Planet Z46? Any grass to eat? Zork pulled Moo Cow down the road. Aliens were arriving in spaceships from all over the universe. It was time for... I'm hungry. Come on, Moo Cow. Step right this way. Welcome, aliens, to the intergalactic rodeo. For the first time ever, Zork the cowboy, that's me, will ride the wild moo cow from planet Earth. Moo? Me? We'll have robot roping, bucking, zonkos, lunk wrestling. Get 'em, Zork! Ride the wild moo cow! Zork jumped on Moo Cow's back. Giddy up, yelled Zork. Moo Cow didn't move. Get along, little doggy, yelled Zork. Moo Cow didn't move. Zork swatted Moo Cow with his hat and yelled, Lazy, useless, uncooperative, unintelligent earthling Moo Cow! Moo Cow didn't like that at all. And all of a sudden, Moo Cow whirled. Moo Cow twirled. She danced. She pranced. Then she bounced and boogied and bucked so high that Zork flew all the way back to his farm. Kaboom! Yikes! Cried the aliens. This wild beast earthling Moo Cow is too wild for our rodeo. They put Moo Cow in a flying saucer and blasted her into space. So long, Moo Cow. Moo Cow pushed a button. Beep, beep. Moo Cow pulled a lever. Donk. Then she bumped into the rocket switch. Shazoom! And blasted back through the Milky Way at 1,000,000,000 miles an hour. Around and around and around went the flying saucer. Moo Cow turned slightly green, but which way was home? Moo Cow didn't know. Then she saw something she remembered. Hello, moon. And soon, far below, there was Farmer George's farm. Just as the flying saucer was about to crash, Moo Cow bailed out. Down, down, down she floated. Kaboom! Farmer George fell over. The pigs fell over. The chickens jumped 10 feet. Well, I'll be, said Farmer George. Moo Cow ate green grass. Moo Cow chewed. Moo Cow mooed. Happy to be an earthling Moo Cow, home again on Farmer George's farm. And that's our story of Moo Cow Kaboom. So why don't we take a ride in the space shuttle together? Let me teach you this rhyme. It starts like this. Get inside. Get inside the space shuttle. All right. Inside the space shuttle, just enough room. Here comes the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, zoom! Good. Let's do it again. Inside the space shuttle, just enough room. Here comes the countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, zoom! Very good. Thanks for joining me at story time this morning. I hope that I'll see you at the library. Come on in and check one of these books out, or any of the many books that we have for you to look at and take home and borrow. And I hope that I'll be seeing you often. Come in and say hi. Thanks for joining us. So let's sing our goodbye song. Well, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. Well, it's time to say goodbye. Give a wave and say goodbye. Well, it's time to say goodbye to our friends. That's all for now. See you next time.
So sit me down and let the spell begin. I'll find myself in story time again. Story time, story time, story time again. Story time, story time, story time again. Story time, story time, story time again. Story time, story